I'm not ready to ruin your life from now on like this. So, you decided to leave? You nodded. Then what about our baby? Hearing his question, your eyes, which was fixed on the floor, landed on his face in shock. Don't panic too much. It's not good for the baby. He extended his hands towards you, but there was another thing in his hands, that pregnancy test kit. Is this something that should go in the trash? 'Cause I got this from the trash can in the washroom. You gave him a pitiful smirk at first. And what should I have done? Should I be supposed to be like, you are going to be a father by accident? What are you seeing? Facts. Why should I tell you this knowing that you cannot wholeheartedly accept this baby? Why should I tell you when the night you shared with me was just a mistake, that this baby will also feel like a mistake to you? Never. He stood up from his seat. Yes, I call what I did a mistake because it was a mistake. It's true we are married and it's been 5 months since we got married, but there is no intimacy to speak of between us. In such a situation, such an action from my side, isn't it wrong? That's why I called it by that name. Is that the only reason you call it wrong? Of course. And not because something like that happened when you didn't want to continue this relationship, right? His brows furrowed with suspicion. Have I ever said that? I would have been fine if you had said it yourself. But why did you bring up something like this, sending your stepmother to hurt me so much? He pondered for a while without any idea. To be honest, some of the things you say do not make sense to me. Please, what's the need of this drama that too in front of me? I'm no one to you. I have decided to leave this house. Don't stand on my way. You know you are not going to get any better out of it. While I'm begging you to have the heart to tell me what happened, then listen. Your dearest mother, I mean stepmother, came here for a visit last month. We explained everything to him as she said, but after hearing all this, he came to where you were sitting and sat on his knees. You just spoke about the woman I hate the most in the world. If anyone in the world wants my life to be ruined, it's her. It's a wonder she didn't do it then. You shouldn't have believed her words. Okay, let her be the most mean woman in the world, but the last thing you said was hard for you to accept. I would have disbelieved her, but there was nothing in my life worth it. You used to love me, spend time with me. As there was nothing, I could only believe what she said. There were no excuses on his part for anything he said. As he sat there like a question mark in front of him, he held your hands, which was resting on your lap, with his. You shivered at his touch. Looking back to his face from those hands, you heard sing as he is now in tears. You quickly averted your eyes to the other side without giving those tears a chance to wear you down. You can criticize me and point out countless faults on my part, and I will not object to them because they are all true. I have a few excuses, but they may not seem fair to you. Not so, but I feel now that those are not excuses. You still didn't look at his face. He was about to open his heart to you for the first time, but you didn't have the mood to look him in the eyes and hear him right now. You turned your face away and let him say what he had to say. Our wedding took place at a time when I was experiencing the most tension and work related stress in my life. The company has been underperforming in many areas for the past few months. I was insistent that my company should not collapse while I'm the CEO. I had to suffer a lot for it day and night, and I didn't even have time to look back on my life. My whole focus was on this. I was really immersed in bringing back my company to where it was without skipping a single day. I wanted to fix everything immediately and start a life with you. That's why I got into this trap, but didn't think it would end like this. It is true that there are faults on my side. There are only faults, I agree. I could have told you all this, but due to the tension of the days I passed, I often forgot myself and was often in situations where I had no control over myself. I hope you can understand me, Wine. None of this happened because lack of love for you. I love you, but everything went out of hand and everything went wrong. And this baby, it is my baby. It's our baby. I can't and I will never see this as a mistake. And don't say you're nobody to me. You're everything to me. I apologize for all the mistakes that have happened on my part. I seek your forgiveness. You squeezed your eyes shut and tears began to fall down your cheeks like pearls, but what you did was you took your hands from his hold. Well, I agree. As a company CEO, the paths you have to go through can be very rough, tough, and stressful. But that's no reason to hide from me. It was only because you didn't see me as a wife and because I was worthless to you. I would stand by that because you have no excuses for that. Even if he didn't think so when you said it, it sounded like an inexcusable mistake on his part. Your work is not something that will end today or tomorrow. You are still gonna have days full of tension and stress. Then you will ignore me like this again. Now that I have a baby with me, that poor little life will also have to deal with your neglect too. What would you say is the solution to that? Please don't get yourself into such thoughts. I'll never let you or our baby down again in any way. I'll keep you both as the greatest possessions in my life. I realize my mistake. I'm begging you to give me a chance. I'll give you 100 times more the love you deserve. If you want to give love and care, it can be to the baby. In fact, it's not me who should forgive you. It's this baby. If you can make up for it with your love, go for it. After saying that, you left from there. He got the words he deserved, but the pain inside of you and all that broke him down, and he sat there and wept like he had never cried before. Jungkook, why didn't you bring wine with you? First take a piece of this sweet, Dad. And where is Mom? As soon as he finished asking, she came out of somewhere and into the hall. Mom, I have a very good news to tell you. First take this sweet. She took one and sat on the couch with no particular emotions on her face. What's the good news? One, she's pregnant. I'm going to be a father. He too was happy to see his father's face light up with joy, but another face was there with grief this time. Why, my dearest mom's face looked so dull after hearing such a good news. All of a sudden, she brought a tainted smile to her face. No, no, I'm really happy. Isn't this such a happy news? Good news for those who want it, but I know very well that it won't be for you. What are you talking about? He asked in confusion, hearing your conversation. There is no way to know that because she is doing this without anyone knowing. Please tell me what's the matter without confusing me. I didn't give this woman the authority to interfere in my life. So what the hell is she trying to do in my life? What happened? She's trying to drive a wedge between us. This woman is trying to ruin my life by coming there and telling her things that I have never even thought about. What harm have I done to this woman to make her do such things? Seeing things getting worse, she stood up from her seat. Are you arguing with me for a worldly liar like her? She can make up world class lies because she hasn't got any other job, right? These are all her entertainments. Unexpectedly, a blow landed on her right cheek. You are the only one eligible for that title you mentioned. Worldly liar. Are you trying to aggravate that in front of me who knows you very well? What did that poor girl do wrong to you? Why you are intruding into their lives and harassing her like this? If you still don't have enough, let me tell you something. You have no place in my life anymore. It's been a long time since I started thinking about kicking you out of this house. I'm not ready to play with my son's life. Get out of this house right now, or I'll file a police complaint on your behalf. Completely embarrassed in front of the two of them, she made her way to the exit door. She looked back midway, but both of them turned their faces away, and at last she left. I can't take it anymore. It's not good for me to have such a miserable life at this age. Let it all go. How's Ryan now? She's okay, Dad. He didn't say anything because his father is already worried and he didn't want to worsen it again. It's been a while he started working on something in the kitchen and you were sitting there on a couch as if you are not paying attention there. While you were sitting there reading a magazine, your attention was suddenly diverted as something appeared in front of you. You raised your face to see your husband standing in front of you with a glass of orange juice. He held it out to you. I didn't ask for this and I don't want it to. This is not for you, it's for my baby. I can hear my baby asking for oranges. You frowned at his words. My baby will only get this if you drink this, so please drink this. You rolled your eyes and took it from his hand. He smiled as he saw you taking small sips. After drinking the juice, you tried to get up with the glass, but he made you sit down. No, no, I'll do it. You wait here. A whole bowl of fruits is coming. I don't want anything. Not for you, but for my baby. He went back to the kitchen and you turned your face away to the other side and smiled a little, seeing him struggling and trying to get close to you somehow. I'm a human being, not a big pot to bring food like this every now and then and fill it up. I'll eat when I'm hungry. I said, it's not for you. My baby should be healthy. You're the only way I can get food to the baby, and that's why I'm bothering you. Unable to argue with him, you slowly lay down on the bed facing the other side. You felt him lying on the bed too. Can you turn back to this side? I can't sleep looking at that face. I want to talk to my baby, not for you to see my face. You're taking too much advantage of this. Isn't it you who said to give all my love to the baby? If you're having trouble turning over, I'll come to the other side. Hey, what? No. Before you could even begin to say anything, he is now right in front of you, and immediately he knelt down, bringing his face closer to your tiny baby palm. Sweetheart, are you hearing me? It's me, your dad. The secret like talk to the baby made goosebumps all over your body. I'll always be there for you. I'll look after all your things with utmost care. But please do this dad a favor. You were pretending that nothing was bothering you, but you were listening to every word carefully. You should tell your mom to forgive this dad if possible. I love her so much. Say for sure that there will never be a mistake from the dad's side anymore. Take care. Love you, sweetheart. Your body trembled as he placed a kiss on your stomach. He went and lay down on the other side again. You wiped away that teardrop on the corner of your eye. As always, there is nothing wrong with the mother and the baby. Both are healthy. You are lucky to have such a caring husband. Hearing that epithet, you looked at his face and then back to the other side with disdain. Doctor, sometimes it looks like she is in pain and I get really scared when I see it. Anyway, it's the last month, so you can expect labor pain, so it's better to be prepared. Are you scared? Why should I be scared of you? I asked if you're afraid that you're going to suffer a lot of pain. I still don't know what that pain is, but I feel like I've experienced a lot worse. He understood what you meant. There is still no lesson had towards me, is there? The only answer he got from you was silence. You wait here. I'll get the car from the parking lot. After saying that, he walked forward and you were looking at him with a small smile. You're actually feeling a lot of pain inside. You're pretending not to see many things that he is doing sincerely and you are hurting him a lot. You were going back home, but your mind was not calm. Some things were bothering you a lot. Many worries were holding you down. You look at his face and can read sadness. You suddenly placed your hand on his, which was on the gear, and it made him look at you immediately. What? Do you feel any discomfort? Seeing the worry in his eyes made you feel a little sad again. I'm okay. Can you please stop the car somewhere? I want to talk to you. He drove to a quiet place and stopped the car. Tell me when. I don't even know how to begin. You have apologized to me so many times. You're enduring everything for me now. I know that all the food that was brought for the baby was a trick to make me eat it. I didn't expect anything to happen like this, but I can't pretend anymore. I love you. And don't you always talk to the baby and ask her help to make me forgive? She helped you. He didn't know whether to smile or cry, so the first thing he did was hugging you. Do you know how much I waited for this word from you? Sorry for hurting you. Thank you. Thank you for understanding me. You patted his back to comfort him. I think your daughter doesn't like when you cry. She's kicking me hard for making her dad cry. He pulled back from the hug and wiped his tears before bringing his face close to your baby bump. Don't kick your mom, naughty girl. Dad will not cry ever again in this life. Do you know how long I have been waiting to see you? Don't you want to meet me too? Come out. But don't hurt your mom much. She's my life.